Impossible is only the word used by people who never dared to test their limits or push beyond what felt safe. Champions aren't built in the spotlight. They are built in the lonely hours when the world sleeps and doubt whispers louder than applause. The fight is not won in the ring alone. It is won in the mind long before the gloves are worn and the crowd begins to shout. Confidence is not shouting your greatness. It is training so hard that silence does the talking for you. He who fears failure has already knocked himself out before the first punch is thrown. Greatness begins the moment you decide that excuses are heavier than hard work and comfort is no longer your priority. I didn't become confident because I won. I won because I refused to doubt who I was becoming day after day. If your dreams don't scare you a little, you're still playing safe and living below your true potential. Your critics are often the mirrors, showing you how big your dreams really are and how far you are willing to go. Discipline is doing today what others delay, so tomorrow bows in your favor instead of passing you by. The pain of training ends, but the pain of regret follows you for life and reminds you of chances you didn't take. The man who sees limits is the man who lives inside them and never learns what he could have become. Confidence without work is noise, but confidence backed by work becomes history and earns respect. I trained when I was tired so I could win when it mattered most, not just when it was easy. Victory belongs to those who outwork their excuses and show up even on their weakest days. You don't need permission to be great. You need commitment when motivation disappears. Dreams demand consistency, not comfort, and they punish those who only act when inspired. Fear fades when preparation takes control and replaces doubt with certainty. Every round of struggle prepares you for the moment people call you lucky without seeing the effort. You can't expect greatness if you're unwilling to endure discomfort and temporary sacrifice. I learned that respect is earned faster through actions than through words or promises. A champion's mindset refuses to surrender, even when the body begs for mercy and rest. Strength is not measured by muscles alone, but by the courage to stand for your beliefs under pressure. Faith gives you the courage to stand tall even when the crowd turns away and questions your path. Being the best requires being willing to be misunderstood while staying true to your purpose. The hardest fight is not against an opponent, but against your own doubts and hesitation. I respected my opponents enough to train harder than they expected and prepare beyond limits. You don't rise by tearing others down. You rise by lifting yourself higher through discipline. Service to others is not a weakness. It is the strongest proof that your success has outgrown your ego. A true champion uses success to lift others, not to stand taller than them. Confidence grows when preparation meets opportunity and timing rewards effort. My strength came from believing in myself when no one else did, continuing anyway. I didn't chase approval. I chased excellence, and let results speak for me. Every sacrifice becomes invisible once success arrives, but it never loses its value. The future rewards those who act now instead of waiting for perfect conditions. The world remembers those who dare to be different and stay consistent. Greatness is refusing to shrink so others feel comfortable around you. Success tastes sweeter when it's seasoned with discipline and earned honestly. Courage is choosing conviction over comfort when the path feels lonely. A strong voice is useless without a strong foundation of effort behind it. The moment you stop believing is the moment you start losing ground. I proved that confidence, when backed by work, becomes unstoppable over time. Success isn't about being liked. It's about being remembered for what you stood for. A champion does not fold under pressure. He sharpens and adapts. The mind gives up long before the body does, if you allow it. Champions are ordinary people who refused to quit again and again, even when quitting felt reasonable. I didn't become legendary overnight. I became consistent through unseen effort, painful discipline, and belief when applause was nowhere to be found. I learned that discipline is self-respect in action, a daily decision to honor your future instead of negotiating with comfort. Winning starts the moment you believe you belong at the top, long before the world agrees with you or recognizes your name. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be relentless, willing to show up, tired, and still ready to fight. A legacy is built by how you treat people when you don't need them, when power is high and character is tested. Stand firm in your beliefs, even when you stand alone, because history remembers courage, not approval. The greatest victory is proving to yourself that you were capable all along, even when fear and doubt tried to convince you otherwise.